Welcome back to another quest for inspiration and motivation. So, today I'm going to share about dealing with fear. Are you ready? Let's go! So, when people ask me, are you extrovert or an introvert? I automatically answer, I am an introvert because I prefer dealing with few people than being with a crowd. That is why every time I am asked to do something, the first thing that comes in my mind is, what will people say? And because of that, I feel fear doing things I am supposed to do. I remember when I was in college, I feared being around with new, intimidating people like my classmates or my teachers. I always fear standing and talking in front of my classmates. I spent most of my time at the back, and because fear of being criticized over my suggestions or what other people will think of me. And one unforgettable experience I had is that when I failed in one of my subjects, it seems that my dream of finishing my studies was shattered. I was thinking what people will say if they will know that I failed in one of my subjects. Fear is everywhere. I do not know what you fear, but here are a few things I bear in mind when fear comes my way. So, the first one, when I'm given a task to do something, so especially when it's a new task that you have never done before. So I feel fear. And because of that, what I do is I pray. Of course, I know that already. Prayer, in everything we do, we pray. But I usually do that when fear comes, I pray. And yeah, in facing things that is not familiar to me, I pray. So basically, I pray that God will give me the strength. So the strength, because I believe no matter how I exert my effort, if I think that it's my own power, without asking God, it will be nothing. So we can see in Joshua 1:9, it says here, have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So this is what Joshua told the Israelite when they are asked to conquer the promised land. And sometimes in our life, we see other people bigger than we are, and we see ourselves, we are nothing. And but let us remember we have a bigger God who will go with us if we seek Him earnestly. And yeah, and after prayer, the second one is I prepare. Prepare what I am going to say. So preparation, especially when facing other people that you are supposed to talk with them. And yeah, I feel fear that I'm not the right person to talk with them. And that's why I pray and I prepare. So preparation is very important because prayer alone will not work. We also have to exert on our effort, because even if we pray and pray and pray but we don't prepare, then it will not be that successful. So it should go together. When we pray, we also need to prepare the things that we are going to do. It's either talking to people or whatever that thing that you are fearing, we need to prepare for it also. And the third one is practice. They say that practice makes perfect, but nobody's perfect. So why practice? We are not perfect, but we should aim for perfection. A lot of people succeeded because they kept repeating things until they are good at it. Of course, when they fail, they repeat or they do other ways to do it again. So they do not just repeat the same things, but they repeat and find out ways how to improve. So practice, really. Practice is very important. So those are just three P's in for me in facing fear. I pray, prepare, and practice specifically when facing other people. And the one other tip that I bear in mind when doing something, and I am so fearful to do, is I ask myself some questions. The first one is, why do I fear? Am I doing something wrong? If I know in my heart that what I'm doing is right and it will specifically glorify God, why should I fear? If what I'm doing is right, or it's not wrong, why should I fear? Yeah, so that's one question I basically ask myself when faced with fear. uh joshua knew Joshua knew that the inhabitants are powerful. So the inhabitants in the promised land are so powerful, but it is an encouragement not to fear and be dismayed because God is with them. We can apply this in our lives. What do we fear? Let us remember God is with us. God is more powerful than Superman, Batman, or Iron Man. Let us not waver, but let us take courage to step forward from where we are for the glory of the Lord. So, yeah, those are just some tips for me when I face fear. Those are the three things I do. And how about you? What are your fears? What is the thing that hinders you in attaining what you want to attain? So in Deuteronomy um 10 verse 12, it says, now Israel, what does the Lord your God require of you? But to fear the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. So fear in the Bible is not being scared or unto God, but it is to obey his commandments, to walk in his ways, to love and serve him with all our heart. Being scared is not a nice feeling wherein it hinders us from doing things that we are supposed to do. But because we are scared, we cannot carry out the task that is at hand. Another last verse in Proverbs 1:7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. We have a lot or countless fears. Above all, let us fear God the most because God can overcome every fear deep inside us. So that's it. Dealing with fear and encouragement for me this week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed week and have a wonderful week ahead. See you next time. Thank you for watching. To God be the glory. Bye!